The Zaporizhzhia Nuclear Power Plant is a giant. It stands as Europe's largest nuclear power station. This sprawling complex is located in southeastern Ukraine. Zaporizhzhia houses 6 powerful reactors. These reactors, before the conflict, provided a significant portion of Ukraine's electricity. The plant showcases the immense energy potential of nuclear technology. It also highlights the complexities of managing such power, especially in times of conflict. Imagine a city illuminated by a single power source. That was Zaporizhzhia's role, a testament to its sheer generating capacity. This power was vital for Ukraine's homes, industries and infrastructure. Zaporizhzhia's output underscored its importance not just for Ukraine, but for regional energy security. The plant's significance goes beyond megawatts. It represents a critical energy hub in a volatile region. The plant's reactors, based on the Viva 1000 design, are marvels of engineering. They utilize nuclear fission, the splitting of atoms, to generate heat. This heat produces steam, which in turn drives turbines to produce electricity. It's a process that embodies the immense power within the atom, harnessed for human needs. Yet this power comes with great responsibility, a responsibility magnified in Zaporizhzhia's case. Zaporizhzhia's location adds a layer of complexity. Nestled in southeastern Ukraine, this nuclear power plant is not just a dot on the map. It is a symbol of the region's intricate geopolitical landscape. Situated in a region marked by geopolitical tensions, the plant becomes a focal point in a larger conflict. The ongoing strife in Eastern Europe has turned Zaporizhzhia into a flashpoint, a place where the stakes are incredibly high. This is not just a power plant, it's a strategic asset, a bargaining chip in a high-stakes game. Its significance extends beyond energy production, touching on national security and international diplomacy. The presence of military forces in and around the plant raises serious concerns. The militarization of such a critical facility is alarming as it heightens the risk of accidental or intentional damage. The proximity of the plant to the front line exposes it to potential damage from shelling or military strikes. This risk is unacceptable. The consequences of such an event could be far-reaching, affecting not just the immediate area, but potentially the entire region. Any damage to the plant's critical infrastructure could have catastrophic consequences. The release of radioactive materials would be a disaster of unimaginable proportions, affecting countless lives and ecosystems. Imagine a nuclear power plant becoming a casualty of war. It's a chilling thought that keeps world leaders up at night. The potential for a nuclear disaster in a conflict zone is a scenario that no one wants to see unfold. Beyond the immediate physical dangers, there are concerns about the plant's operational safety. The stress and chaos of a conflict environment can lead to lapses in safety protocols, increasing the risk of accidents. The presence of military personnel and equipment within the plant's vicinity can disrupt normal operations. This disruption can lead to a breakdown in the meticulous processes required to safely manage a nuclear facility. This could lead to errors, miscalculations, or even sabotage, with potentially disastrous outcomes. The margin for error in a nuclear power plant is razor thin, and any deviation from standard procedures can have severe consequences. The plant, designed for peaceful energy generation, now finds itself entangled in a web of conflict. Its original purpose, to provide energy and support development, is overshadowed by the looming threat of war. The situation at Zaporizhzhia is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the devastating consequences when conflict spills over into critical infrastructure. It underscores the need for robust international safeguards and conflict resolution mechanisms. It's a call for restraint, for de-escalation, for recognizing that some lines should never be crossed. The international community must come together to ensure that nuclear facilities are protected from the ravages of war. The world is watching, holding its breath, hoping that wisdom and caution will prevail. The stakes are too high for anything less than a concerted effort to safeguard this critical infrastructure and prevent a potential catastrophe. Nuclear power plants are complex and delicate giants. These structures are marvels of modern engineering, designed to harness the immense power of nuclear reactions to generate electricity. However, their complexity also makes them incredibly vulnerable to disruptions. They demand constant attention, meticulous maintenance, and unwavering adherence to safety protocols. Every component, from the reactor core to the cooling systems, must be regularly inspected and maintained to ensure safe operation. In a war zone, these requirements become even more critical, yet much harder to guarantee. The presence of military activity introduces a host of new challenges, from physical threats to logistical hurdles. The constant threat of military action looms over Zaporizhzhia, casting a long shadow over its operational safety. The plant, which is one of the largest in Europe, is situated in a region of ongoing conflict, making it a potential target. One of the most pressing concerns is the risk of physical damage to the plant's reactors, cooling systems, or spent fuel storage facilities. These components are critical to the safe operation of the plant, and any damage could have severe consequences. A direct hit from artillery fire or a missile strike could lead to a catastrophic release of radiation. The impact could breach the reactor containment, releasing radioactive materials into the environment. Even indirect damage, such as a loss of off-site power, could disrupt the plant's cooling systems, leading to a meltdown. The cooling systems are essential for removing heat from the reactor core, and any disruption could cause the core to overheat. The presence of military forces and equipment within the plant's perimeter adds another layer of risk. Military operations can interfere with the plant's normal operations and increase the likelihood of accidents. The potential for accidents, miscalculations, or even intentional sabotage increases dramatically in such a volatile environment. The chaos of war can lead to mistakes, and the plant could become a target for sabotage. Imagine a stray shell hitting a critical component or an act of sabotage disrupting the plant's safety systems. The consequences could be dire, with the potential for widespread contamination and long-term environmental damage. It's a chilling scenario that underscores the fragility of the situation. The workers at the plant are acutely aware of the risks, and the constant threat of attack weighs heavily on their minds. Beyond the immediate physical threats, there are concerns about the psychological well-being of the plant's staff. The stress of working in such a high-risk environment can take a toll on their mental health. Operating a nuclear power plant requires a high level of focus, expertise, and emotional stability. The operators must be able to make quick, accurate decisions under pressure. Working under constant stress and fear can lead to errors, misjudgments, and accidents. The psychological strain can impair their ability to perform their duties effectively. These are human factors that cannot be ignored. The safety of the plant depends not only on the physical infrastructure, but also on the well-being of the people who operate it. Ensuring their safety and mental health is just as important as maintaining the equipment. In the shadow of potential disaster, a robust emergency response plan is paramount. This plan is not just a formality, it is a lifeline that can mean the difference between catastrophe and control. This plan must encompass a wide range of scenarios, from natural disasters like earthquakes and floods to acts of war and terrorism. Each scenario presents unique challenges that require specific strategies and resources. It requires the coordinated efforts of Ukrainian authorities, the plant's operators, and the international community. This collaboration ensures that all potential threats are addressed and that the response is swift and effective. This is not the time for complacency, it's the time for vigilance, preparedness, and swift action. Every second counts in an emergency, and being prepared can save countless lives and prevent widespread environmental damage. A crucial aspect of this response is the presence of international monitors. These monitors bring an additional layer of oversight and expertise that is invaluable in crisis situations. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, plays a vital role in assessing the plant's safety, verifying compliance with international standards, and providing technical assistance. Their expertise helps ensure that the plant operates within the safest parameters possible. These experts act as the world's eyes and ears on the ground, providing independent and unbiased assessments of the situation. Their presence is a reassurance that the plant is being monitored by the best in the field. The IAEA's presence serves as a deterrent against reckless actions and provides a mechanism for early warning and rapid response in case of an emergency. Their vigilance helps prevent small issues from escalating into major crises. Their reports and recommendations are crucial for informing international decision-making and mobilizing support when needed. These documents provide a clear picture of the plant's status and any potential risks. Imagine them as guardians watching over the plant, ready to raise the alarm at the first sign of trouble. Their constant vigilance is a key component in maintaining the safety and security of the plant. However, the IAEA's role is limited. They can monitor, they can advise, but they cannot prevent conflict. Their mandate does not extend to intervening in political or military disputes. They can monitor, they can advise, but they cannot prevent conflict. Their effectiveness is contingent upon the cooperation and goodwill of all parties involved. Their effectiveness relies heavily on the cooperation of all parties involved. Without this cooperation, their ability to monitor and provide accurate assessments is severely hindered. The international community must demand this cooperation, ensuring that the IAEA has unhindered access to the plant and the resources it needs to fulfill its mandate. Only through collective effort can we ensure the safety and security of nuclear power plants worldwide.